office next week. So yeah, so
Okay.
in May is the 17th. Okay.
12. Yep.
Nine weeks. Ooh.
Okay. And initially, the launch is meant to be for Christmas, but like she said, she open to January.
Yeah, she kind of said she wanted to, and promise over deliver, didn't she?
Yeah.
Which I'm absolutely on board with. That's fine by me.
Okay.
So, how's the best thing to do? How's the best way of doing this then? So, if we look at the site, so we've got. Share my screen. It's pretty easier, isn't it? Think about what the various tracks are going to be. Low fidelity wireframing, high fidelity wireframing. Oh, let's say, should we call it identity refinement, operation or development, QA. Those are effectively, I would say, the design tasks that need to be done.
Okay.
Development is pretty much one thing. You've got creation, implementation, more. No. Just go here. next thing to do is break it down into areas of the site. So what I would say is that these bits, let's draw a frame around it. Let's do a slight round. It's essentially the what should we call it? I think it's probably like this. So you do it like that. So those bits are the segmentation flow.
Okay.
I think I call them. Then you've got the product pages. And then you've got general pages. There's these as well.
Yeah, okay, general as well.
And you've also got page as well, which are being tempted to include in the segmentation flow because the segmentation happens on the home page as well. So you've got basically there, you've got 3 design epics, right?
Okay.
Mission flow, which is the home page, intermediary pages, business manager pages, lender, ops, all of those levels. So you've got top level, second level, third level.
Okay.
And you've got, and so that's one set. You've got product pages, and then you've got general page.
It's the top level for that one. So it's got software, list of software.
Well, the top level, the very top level is the home page, right?
Okay.
But the top level of this section would be the software list.
Software, okay.
Yeah, that includes all of them. So understanding how you filter those is how that works.
Okay.
So
sorry.
in terms of the plan,
yeah. So we've got, just back to this. We've got the home page, which we have more or less sort of designed, and then we have in the head of the home page we have the there's 2 sections I am and I work with, which is the intermediary and the lender, where we put it in white. So when they click on that, it opens up another page. Or just it goes down
probably
to the second.
There should be a page for intermediaries, just for intermediaries.
Yeah.
If you don't know if they're a broker, administrator, or business manager, ideally you want them on this third level, broker, admin, whatever, because then you can recommend products that are very specific to them. But if you can't guarantee that, then I think it's worth having this as well. Having that middle level of intermediary and lender.
Okay.
Deciding what goes on those pages is part of the design process, I would argue.
Okay. Then here.
So those are effectively our three design tasks:
Yeah.
general pages, segmentation flows, and product pages. And they include all of these subtasks.
Yeah.
General pages, I don't think we need to do low fidelity wireframes for.
Okay. Well, is it straightforward?
Yeah, exactly. Because I think we can just go straight into the full color versions. However, segmentation flow and product pages, I would like to, because I can see there being forth on that, them saying, okay, I want to include this, I want to include that.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense for those to be included. So I think in terms of the plan, I would look at something like this. Week 1, we would look at segmentation flow. I hate how it always does the text in white on these because it doesn't make any sense. Segmentation flow and pages. I think we should assume it's the first day of the week. We say we regular catch-ups on.
Pardon?
We say we get regular catch-ups on with Mortgage Brain.
Yes, we did say that.
Yeah. Well, so we'll assume delivery on the Thursday of the week.
Okay.
So delivery review on the Thursday of the week, so that then we can say, right, this is what we've got on the pages, this is how it's working. So next Thursday, we'll deliver the segmentation flow and product pages, this stuff and this stuff in low fidelity. And then I would say that we would carry that on. There's going to be amends at that point, right? So we load and start with high fidelity wireframing of the other pages. Sorry,
the general pages. Yeah. Right, so we deliver on Thursday, and we have a catch up with them on Friday to go through any amends and what the.
I think that's the way we should try and do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So segmentation flow, product pages, general pages. So we'd hopefully get all of the general pages signed off by this point, and then we do segmentation flow and
high fidelity.
Yeah.
Okay.
High fidelity. Also, it's worth here doing homepage. Homepage is included in the segmentation. Yeah, it probably is. We don't need identity refinement at this point, do we? Because the identity is pretty close. So it probably doesn't actually make sense. Probably need to grow. Oops, stupid. At that point, I would hope that we could prepare the general pages for development.
Okay.
We just need to build those now. Hopefully. Chandra. Agreed by that point. From this point, mutual creation for general pages. The reason I've done that, so you can see that the home page becomes distinct here. The reason I've done that is because the devs often like to start with the home page first.
Yeah. I was going to suggest in where we've got the segmentation flowing, do we just separate the home page because it's from that
I think we do at a certain point.
Okay. But during the...
Once we've agreed, so actually we could probably do that here.
Okay. Yeah.
We need to get the actual low fidelity looks down first.
Yeah.
So here we can separate now, get that signed off. So actually that can happen way sooner, can't it? So happen here.
Week 5.
Which means that they can start here. Week 5, the dev can start there. So let's bring this as well. It would be here, here. So general pages and home page, global elements, so you can give them 3 weeks for that.
What are the global elements?
Things like the top navigation, footer, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So then they would begin after that to start to work on the
segmentation, right?
Yeah. Probably not that much. Which then means that QA can begin for these ones here.
General pages.
Yeah.
Home page.
Oops. No, I just probably got one. Position flow and product pages here. Am I being generous? 3 weeks for that? No, probably not. That's probably about right.
No, I would have thought you were being a bit generous though, but I think that's fair, because what we got in the general pages, it's insights.
It's quite unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the insights, filterable blog pages and stuff like that.
that would be, yeah. Okay.
Vacancies, contact page. It might be a bit generous,
Yeah,
but
but it's
again,
better to be, yeah.
yeah. Segmentation flow and product pages here. So the site build is effectively complete here.
Yeah.
Week 8. And then we've got actually I can just go here, can't it? Because it'll be done intuitively. So, testing and UAT implementation. Brings us to basically being done a week before Christmas. Which is fine. It means we probably don't want to launch it before Christmas. It would be silly to launch it just before Christmas and then when there's no one around to support it.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Chris, great. Change your work. Colour. Why are we doing that?
That's the third, I think.
Yeah, this second is the first day of the week, but we're not actually back.
Yeah, till the
till the
third.
third. I'll put the second.
Okay.
And then we are. That's testing as well. So that comes that. Launch stuff happens here. I would say we launch here. Launch. Launch happens there.
So week 9, we've got global. What does that mean?
It's just because it's kind of site wide, isn't it?
Okay, all right. It's covering everything.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where we're at. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Week
So
6.
the
What's
task,
happening in week 6 for product design? Week 6.
week 6 is nothing really.
Okay, so
There's not really anything to design at that stage because there won't be anything ready to QA yet.
Okay. Right. Looks good.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yep.
So the thing to do then after this is to get the ClickUp space set up.
Okay.
The way I would recommend going about that is effectively setting it up so that each of these each has a ticket. So there would be a ticket for low fidelity wireframing, segmentation flow, and product pages. No, there would be a ticket for low fidelity wireframing, segmentation flow, low fidelity wireframing, product pages, low fidelity wireframing. There wouldn't be one for low fidelity general because we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But there would be a high fidelity for each of these, basically. So each of these would have its own ticket. I'd set it up like there's different lists. So you know how you can create a list underneath it. So you'd have MM low fidelity, MM high fidelity, MM preparation for development, MM QA,
Okay.
MM module creation, MM global elements. We probably don't need to do it for development yet because that will happen with handover.
Okay.
We just need to create the tickets for design. What I think would be really useful for Roberta would just be in those tickets to list out which pages are included in each.
Okay.
So in general pages, list out that it's about us working at Mortgage Brain, the team.
Yeah.
List those out. I think if we're being really belt and braces about it, what would be really useful for her as well would be for you to go back over the discovery report and the job stories and list out any specific job stories that relate to the pages or the section.
Okay.
Maybe not all of them because there's going to be a lot, but thinking about, okay, making sure that we've got the things that it needs to do, basically.
Yeah.
There's not an immense amount of information on here, right?
There isn't. I don't think so. Well, compared to CCTC.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
So when I'm writing the tickets for the segmentation area, I would put the homepage separately. There'll be a ticket for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you should, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the thing to do for now.
Okay. Lovely. Looks good. And I know Polly's asked for us to share with her a sort of plan. So what are we sharing
Yeah,
with her?
I'm going to. I'll share it with her. I think the one thing I would say is that I will probably double check with Craig first from a contractual perspective whether she's going to be annoyed about us not being done.
About it not being done?
I mean, I would. about it. We're not launching pre-Christmas.
Okay, okay.
I mean, she dragged her feet ages getting. She was on that Discovery report, so
We can use that.
the only thing this doesn't have in it is content upload as well.
Yes, true. Where do we fit that in? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, here, really. From around here. So we'll be ready to do.
And how much do we give for that? 2 weeks, a week? How much content do they have?
It's not huge amounts, is it? Let me just, maybe I'll add in a different section. Content upload. So we would look to effectively deliver the staging site here, I think. The end just after the Christmas break. It might be launch day. It's not feasible to do launch there. Be more something like this, another week. We'd be doing global. Why would she be here? We'd be doing Unity implementation here as well. That. So we'd be doing fixes and stuff as she's saying, as she's telling us stuff. What's the plan? So I'll just double check with Craig that that's not going to ruin our contract.
It's.
It will.
But is there anything we can't? There's nothing we can do in terms of reducing the time we've allocated to some of these.
Design could potentially be done quicker. However, with a site like this, if we're going to get it done this quickly, it would need to be Nick doing it.
Okay.
We need to be basically done with Glut by that point.
And we are hoping to be done with Glut by...
Around here.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to really... I don't want to squeeze it, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking what her reaction would be if there's anything we can do with it.
It's going to be tricky to get it done quicker, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share this with Craig and get feedback. But in the meantime, if you want to start doing some tickets, making some tickets for us for design, that would be really useful.
Okay, I'll start with that.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, Dawny. Thanks very much.
All right, catch you in a bit.